Hindi naman by collaboration song by 8 Ballin, Teen, Shelly Ling, and Shumi. Rap pala yun, hindi ko alam. Pero napakagandang kanta po. Series of 2024-25 po na kanta. Gumaganda na po ang mga kanta ng mga Pinoy. So proud of our culture. So anyway, we move on to our next segment, Spotlight of the Week. Push mo yan, Ryan. So ito po yung segment ko. Ngayon, if you remember, nag-promise po kami last week na we're going to reinstate the Riddle of the Week o yung bugtong ng linggo. Kasi naubusan kami ng sponsor. Ay buti na lang may nag-sponsor po ngayon. So maraming salamat po to the one and only Miss Kini Vermelin, ang ating lead host po dito sa show, nag-sponsor po ng 2 prizes. So, balik po natin today. Unfortunately, she's not here. She was hoping to actually start that one in this show. So, just going back to my segment. So, again, mga ka-followers, welcome back to Fiesta Wairarapa Pinoy Radio. This is the 7th of April. So, samahan niyo po kami, or ako, from 4 to 5:30. So, yung mga you can actually follow us on Facebook. Just click Arrow FM website on your on your Google search, and then click live program. So, pag tempo from 4 to 5:30, live po kami diyan. So, automatic po 'yan. Maririnig niyo kami like a normal radio. And then of course, yung podcast po namin later on will be uploaded into our respective pages. So anyway, ano po yung bugtong ng linggo o riddle of the week? So ito po yon. So umpisahan ko na. Ako ay may leeg pero walang ulo. May mga bisig pero walang kamay. Ako'y dinaramtam sa init at ginaw, ngunit di ako hayop o tao sa kalawakan. So again, ako ay may leeg pero walang ulo. May mga bisig pero walang kamay. Ako'y dinaramtam sa init at ginaw, ngunit di ako tao o hayop sa kalawakan. In English, I have a neck but no head. I have arms but no hands. I am dressed in heat and cold, yet I am not human nor beast. So yun po yung riddle. So that's our riddle for the week. So kung alam nyo po yung sagot, pwede lang po kayong mag-text o tumawag sa 027-463-8334. That's 027-463-8334. And then bigay nyo po yung answer ninyo. Pag nasagot nyo, still live on air, even with the text, automatic kayo na po ang panalo. Otherwise, ipuproceed po namin doon sa Facebook pages natin, and then you can guess the answer from there. And then pipiliin pa namin amongst the winners kung sino yung mananalo. So ganun po yung tema ng ng riddle of the week. So hopefully nakuha nyo yun. So masagot ninyo. Alam ko i-google nyo rin yun. Anyway, so ano po yung spotlight natin for this week? So ang napili ko po ay isang value o identity ng Filipino. The word kapwa. So everybody's familiar, both Bisaya and Tagalog knows the word kapwa. So kapwa, the heart of Filipino identity and social harmony. The Filipino concept of kapwa, often spelled as K-A-P-W-A, or kapwa, is deeply ingrained in the nation's cultural psyche, shaping interpersonal relationship, social values, and community engagement. Coined by Filipino psychologist Virgilio Enriquez, kapwa goes beyond mere social interaction. It embodies shared identity, interconnectedness, and collective well-being. This principle has allowed Filipinos to maintain strong kinship ties, foster resilience, and build harmonious communities even in times of adversity. What is the meaning of kapwa? Kapwa translates to fellow being or shared self. Unlike Western individualism, which emphasizes personal autonomy, kapwa highlights the relational self, which one's identity is deeply tied to others. This perspective is evident in how Filipinos naturally extend warmth, generosity, and hospitality to both relatives and strangers, reinforcing a sense of shared belonging. The concept is further divided into two categories: ibang tao or outsider, and hindi ibang tao or one of us. Strangers initially belong to ibang tao category, but can transition to hindi ibang tao through the development of trust, companionship, and shared experiences. This fluid distinction demonstrates the Filipino inclination towards inclusivity and social acceptance. So ipopost ko lang po yung article ko at meron pong nag-text. Titingnan natin kung natin ito, malakas na follower natin ito. Ito yung previous winner po natin. So special shout out po kay Miss Grace Prado. Siya po yung nanalo the last time. And she's willing to, she already knew na, sabihan na po, once you're a winner, hindi ka na po makaulit until such time mag-reset na yung so we plan it for the whole year para may chance lang po yung iba. So she attempted to give us an answer. I'll let her know during the music break. So te-text lang kita, Grace, kung ano yung tamang sagot. Okay, so where was I? Okay, so kapwa in everyday Filipino life. So balik tayo sa article. Kapwa is manifested in various Filipino traditions and everyday interactions. One clear example is bayanihan. So that's an example. The spirit of communal unity and cooperation. So we usually so often, particularly dito sa Wairarapa, I use this as part of our projects, yung bayanihan project po natin. Historically, bayanihan referred to neighbors helping one another move houses by carrying the entire structure, but today, it extends to collective efforts in disaster response, community projects, and social initiatives. Another expression of kapwa is utang na loob. So this is another value or the debt of gratitude. Ito, lagi kong kinokontra ito, sa totoo lang, personal bias ko po. So, utang na loob or debt of gratitude, which signifies reciprocal relationship founded in deep appreciation and moral obligation. Filipinos also practice pakikisama. That's another value, getting along with others to maintain social harmony, ensuring that relationship remain free of conflict and fostering a sense of belonging. So ito pakikisama. Sometimes it draws negative sort of impact sometimes just because of another value called hubris o yung pride ng mga Pinoy. Nasisira yung pakikisama. But anyways, going back, kapwa in modern society now, in the face of globalization, urbanization, and migration, kapwa remains relevant but has adapted to contemporary challenges. The rise of digital communication has expanded the Filipino sense of shared identity beyond physical communities, allowing diasporic Filipinos to stay connected through social media and online support networks. Additionally, kapwa plays a crucial role in Filipino-led volunteerism and humanitarian efforts, as seen in the collective response to natural disasters such as Typhoon Haiyan. Despite these adaptations, there are concerns that modernization may erode traditional values of kapwa, as increasing individualism and economic pressures shifted societal priorities. However, efforts to preserve this core value persist through education, cultural programs, and advocacy. Filipino educators and scholars continue to promote Psikolohiyang Filipino or Filipino psychology in academic discourse, ensuring that younger generations recognize and embrace kapwa as an essential part of their identity. So to conclude, kapwa is more than just a cultural trait. It is a philosophy that defines what it means to be Filipino. It fosters deep relations, encourages community participation, and nurtures a sense of shared humanity. In an ever-changing world, this principle remains a powerful force in sustaining Filipino social cohesion, making it a vital aspect of national identity. By understanding and practicing kapwa, Filipinos continue to uphold a way of life that prioritizes connection, empathy, and mutual respect. So, references niya, napakarami po. So, from Mr. Enriquez, Pepua, Mr. Reyes, and Mr. Salazar. So, kapwa it's basically synonymous to Filipino. Pag ginamit mo yung word na kapwa, or somebody uses the word kapwa, that's synonymous, that's original to Filipinos. So, with the meaning that it's not just a cultural trait, it's a vital aspect of national identity. So, yan po yung kapwa. So, kapwa Pilipino, we call it fellow Filipinos. But when you use the word kapwa in a deeper context, that's the trait of a Filipino helping others, whether you're a stranger or a non-stranger in our eyes. So that's the power of the kapwa value amongst Filipinos. Right. So, ano po yung mga events po natin? Kasi wala naman akong kausap dito para to talk about kapwa. So, ano na lang natin yan. We'll put it into sort of, ipin na lang natin muna. Kasi wala akong kausap here tonight or today. So, ano po yung mga events po natin? So, this coming Saturday po is our Disco Night. Disco Night celebrating the 75th birthday of our matriarch, Ate Ami Fried Rich. So, punta mo kayo. This will happen this coming Saturday, the 12th of April at 6 p.m. at Solway Primary School. So, dress up for disco. We will have some, of course, dancing. A little bit of program honoring our matriarch. And of course, meron din po tayo, as per usual, like any other Filipino gathering, meron po tayo mga Filipino food. So, yan lang po. Welcome all. Punta po kayo. That's this coming Saturday, April 12, 6 p.m. at Solway Primary School down Ngamo Tower Road, Masterton. So, lahat po ng taga-Wairarapa, punta po kayo. Right. Another is yung event po natin is yung 2025 Autumn Sports League po natin of the Wairarapa Filipino Society. Will go on a break, a 3-week break, and we will resume our games in the 3rd of May. 3rd ba? O yata. 3rd of May. So, pahinga lang po tayo during the course of the school break para makapag-enjoy naman yung mga parents at saka mga bata na mamasyal during the time. So, lahat po ng games magre-resume sa May 3. Okay, so ano pa? Another event is your Tunog Pinoy, which is a benefit concert that will happen on the same day ng birthday ni Ate Ami, April 12. So Tunog Pinoy in Wellington, a benefit concert for, can't remember sino yung mag-benefit ng proceeds ng concert, but I'll let you know this Saturday na pala yan. So dalawa yung beneficiary ng benefit concert na to. So, Tunog Pinoy in Wellington, April 12. This will happen at the Little Theater down 2 Queen Street Drive in Hut Central, Lower Hut. So, tickets are on sale now. Just contact Sheila Cavinta or Jed De Los Santos. Just check out the details on our Facebook pages. Okay, so ano pa? Everyday English, Autumn League, Tunog Pinoy, Disco Night. Yung isa pa. Yung kung sino yung gusto o interesado sumama sa amin, this coming yung quiz night po ng Araw FM, this coming Thursday, April 10 at the Wairarapa College. Kulang kami ng isa. So kung sino po yung gusto mag-volunteer for a quiz night, kung yung sino po yung available, please let me know. Just tawagan nyo lang po ako and then we will arrange to meet like for us to get together and join the fun na yung ino-offer ng Araw FM. This coming Thursday, April 10, doors open at 6, 6:30, sorry. And then, yeah, mag-enjoy po tayo. Cool. So, personal shoutout ko lang po. Thank you very much sa pagbisita. Pasensya, hindi tayo nakita to one of my really dear friends na si Ferdy at ang bahay niyang si Mariel. Si Ferdy at Mariel Cruz. Dumaan po sila sa bahay. Unfortunately, andun po ako nag-organize ng bowling league kahapon. But thank you so much for visiting and yung pasalubong. Maraming salamat Ka Ferdy. Sana magkita tayo ulit. When I get the chance na makapagpahinga din ako from work and school, bibisitahin kita dyan sa Marton. And then another thing for you, Ferdy, advance happy birthday pala. Malapit na birthday mo eh. Para kailan may birthday mo? Parang 2 days from now ata eh. Yata. Parang ano ba tayo ngayon? April 7? So April 9 ka ba? April 9 or April 10? I'm not really sure kung ano yung, basta alam ko April yung birthday mo eh. So advance happy birthday first. Also, belated happy birthday pala kay Lynn Kitchenham. Naglaro siya ng bowling kahapon, hindi man lang nagsabi na birthday pala niya. So personal shoutout ko lang po. Happy birthday Lynn. And then thank you for coming in to play 10-pin bowling yesterday. Maraming salamat. And then I would like to do a personal shout out as well to my aunt, yung younger sister ng mother ko, na si Auntie Nenet Rosales, who celebrated her birthday or belated happy birthday 2 days ago, last Saturday. So happy birthday, Auntie Nenet. And then personal shout out ko na lang din to the Team Black, isa sa mga teams na naglaro ng bowling, official team naglaro ng bowling yesterday. Sila yung pinakamalakas namin nakalaban eh, kasi yung isang team, malakas din yung isang team, yung Team Pink. Ang problema lang yung dalawang key player nila absent. So may mga stand-in. Pero kahit papaano nakahabol din. So malalakas din na team, pero unfortunately sunerte lang yung Team Gold, which kami ni Rika. Yung Team Exec or Team Gold. Yung kulay pa lang namin, gold na eh. Talagang binanatan kahapon. Pero maganda, very competitive. Napakaganda po ng scores. It was really enjoyable. May mga pa dancing pa habang naka-strike. Ay, ang ganda, nag-enjoy talaga. So, I encourage you, meron pa tayong isang leg official game ng 10-pin bowling. Pero yung gustong talagang maglaro, just join us. Kahit hindi kayo part ng official game, punta lang kayo, magbumuo lang kayo ng 5 na players. Then I will give you a line to play. 2 games lang naman at $10. Naka-discount na tayo eh. So sabayan nyo na lang yung discount para makapag-enjoy din kayo. So, yung last last leg ng bowling will coincide with the weekend na mag-resume ang Autumn League. So, May 3 yung resumption ng basketball, volleyball, darts at saka badminton. Ang ang bowling naman is the next day, which is May 4. So, magkikita-kita lang po tayo doon. Kung interesado talaga kayo maglaro, mag-enjoy. It was so much fun yesterday. Talagang very competitive pa nga kasi talagang hinahabol yung score eh. Kasi tinitingnan talaga kung sino yung hahabulin o kailangan habulin. That was really good fun. And then of course, yung mga stand-in, maraming salamat po, katulad ni Lynn, who celebrated her birthday. Pero pumunta pa rin to stand in. At saka si Kuya Rico Morcilia who came in as well. And another mention is our good friend in the Catholic Church na si Denise. Thank you for standing in as well. Sino pa ba nag-stand in? Yun yan yata. And then, pero kahit papano, yung 4 teams nakapaglaro, na-defer lang yung isa because of other commitments. Pero papahabulin ko na lang yung scoring nila next time. Right, so diyan po magtatapos ang aking segment. So titingnan ko lang po before we go into a music break kung ano po yung mga text kanina. But I will answer that while we are on our music break. So ang kanta po natin ay from Vanessa Mendoza under the album Giliw. So, and the title is the title of the album itself. So, Giliw by Vanessa Mendoza. I'm not really sure what kind of genre is this song, but hopefully everyone listening today will like it.